Hi there. Welcome to day 3 of the 5 pound challenge. I hope you've been enjoying the content so far. If you've missed any of my previous videos, my name is Tara Torres. I am a nutritionist here at Katie Integrative Gastroenterology. Today, we're going to be talking about fasting and a few other small changes that you can make that lead up to a big effect. So, we're going to start with water intake. The recommended water intake is about 3 liters per day, or about half your body weight in ounces of water. Water is obviously very important in preventing dehydration, but it also helps lubricate your joints and can promote regular motility or bowel movements. When looking to see if you are well hydrated, take a look at your skin. Dry skin is often a marker of dehydration, and then also take a look at your urine output. How often are you going? How much are you going? And take a look at the color. It should be a light yellow or clear. Um, Next, we're going to talk about fasting. So, fasting works a number of different ways. When I'm looking at fasting, I'm either looking at it for the cellular effect, the die off of bad cells and the regeneration of good cells, but also looking at restricting calories as well. So, everybody fasts, and we all just fast for different hours during the day. And what I mean is, we all sleep for different amounts during the night. So some of us may only get a few hours of sleep, while others may get the better part of 6, 7, or 8 hours of sleep. And if you get more than that, good for you. You're doing something right. So while we're sleeping, we're obviously not eating, and this is fasting. Some of us take it a step further and we may stop eating, 3 hours before bed, or maybe we skip breakfast or just eat breakfast a little bit later. Again, there's a number of different ways to do it. If you're new to fasting and you're looking to start it, the best advice I can give you is to meet yourself where you are. If your regular breakfast time is at 7 a.m., start by bumping it to 7:30 or 8. And then maybe the next time you try fasting, you can bump it to 9 and 10. You just kind of work on bumping that meal time a little bit later. Never ever try and jump into a 14-hour fast. You want to allow your body to adapt and take the time to get used to that new eating pattern. So, again, we're looking at it for a number of different things. Fasting allows us to promote cellular autophagy, which is the die off and regeneration of cells, but also helps promote lipolysis. Lipolysis is the activation and mobilization of fat stores, and it will help release toxins from our body. Toxins are stored in our fat, so if we can tap into fat and start burning that, we can also help release toxins from our body. Fasting has a number of other benefits, including improved digestion, better sleep, lowering blood sugar, helps improve brain function, improved energy. So, the best way to do this is to stop eating 3 hours before bed and just take it in chunks. Work your way into a 14-hour fast. The golden window is really about 12 to 14 hours. Now, the fourth thing I want to talk about is organic foods. The less pesticides, genetically modified foods, and antibiotics and hormones that we can have in our diet, the better our health is for that. And the reason why is because pesticides have been linked with a lot of different cancers and immune issues. Antibiotics have been linked with antibiotic resistance. And so, what that means in the medical field is that we are struggling to find the correct antibiotics for people if they are reacting to many different antibiotics, or they may need repeat courses of antibiotics. And this can sometimes occur because of the amount of antibiotics that are used in our dairy and our meats. Hormones have also been shown to be in a lot of dairy products and meats as well. And these hormones have been linked with early female development in young girls. Genetically modified foods have been linked with increase in food allergies or sensitivities, as well as some diseases like celiac disease. Organic foods oftentimes have more nutrients in them because when foods have been genetically modified, they're often stripped and missing those nutrients they naturally had in the beginning. Eating organic is also better for the environment. When we're using these pesticides on our plants, that's going to leach into the soil. It's going to be taken up by these plants, and it's also going to be taken up by the atmosphere, causing a lot of environmental issues. It can also be in water runoff and get into our water streams and then into our drinking water as well. So, if you are new to purchasing organic, I would highly recommend checking out the Dirty Dozen rule. This is a great place to start. Oftentimes, when you start shopping, anything with a hard surface, such as an avocado or a banana or some sort of peel, is oftentimes a little more protected from those pesticides. So that's what the Dirty Dozen rule is. They outline what fruits and vegetables are safer to purchase non-organic versus softer fruits like berries, where you should focus on purchasing and budgeting for organic there. So I can post a link to the Dirty Dozen rule on the Facebook page for you guys later. The last thing I wanted to talk about was fiber intake. So fiber is very important. Obviously, we find fiber in a lot of vegetables. It's also going to be in fruits and grains and legumes. So when you're putting your plate together and you're getting ready to eat, oftentimes we'll recommend you start eating the fiber first. So your vegetables, fruits, grains, etc. You want to start that first, because if we can fill you up on fiber, then you'll be less likely to overeat at the end of that meal. Fiber obviously is going to be a source of whole foods, so you're going to find a lot of nutrients and antioxidants in there that are going to be really good for you. Fiber also helps promote regular bowel movement or motility, and also helps promote lowering cholesterol. So I hope you guys found this information helpful, and I'm going to be posting throughout the day various tips and tricks in our Facebook page. So I would encourage you to go to our Facebook page, leave a couple comments, whatever questions you have, and we'll do our best to kind of answer those and encourage a lot of discussion amongst ourselves. And stay tuned for day 4.